שומעים? כן. טוב, צהריים טובים לכולם. אני ממש גאה ומתרגש להציג לכם פאנל בתחום של חדשנות בנושא של ציוד. נמצאים פה 4 נציגים של מיטב היצרנים בעולם. נמצא איתנו ג'ובאני מחברת טיילור, ארצות הברית של מכונות הגלידה. נמצא איתנו אלברטו מחברת פריאולינוקס האיטלקית, יצרנית קירור וציוד מהמובילות בעולם. נמצא איתנו ריימונדו מחברת מרנו, חברה איטלקית לייצור של ליין של מטבחים. ואליאס נמצא איתנו גם כן מחברת הוברט, גרמנית של מדיחי כלים. כל אחד מהם יציג לכם במספר דקות את החדשנות ואת המוצרים החדשים שכל אחת מהחברות מציגה ולמעשה ייצרה ומתעתדת לייצר בשנים הקרובות, וצפוי להיות פה מאוד מעניין. אני ברשותכם, אנחנו נתחיל עם 4 המציגים. אז כמו שאמרתי לכם, כל אחד מהם תוכלו לראות ולהתרשם מהחברה שהוא מייצג בעוד מספר שניות. Please, Alberto, you will be the first.
I will start. Okay, thank you everybody. Good day. I'm Alberto. I just maybe stand up a little. I would like to introduce you a little bit Friulinox and what we are doing. We are a company that since 50 years are specialized in refrigeration, in any kind of refrigeration, from the cabinet to innovative solution, blast chiller, blast freezer, and cold rooms. So today I would like to introduce you a new concept that is called Concept Space Zero. And the question that was in the back of this concept was to create something that then you can see also live in Kiro Sky booth. So that is, in this case, including 3 different equipment, 3 different devices. And the aim of this concept was to help all the customers that have a bistro, a quick service restaurant, hospitality, pubs, everything in a very small space and with a very low reduction of consumption of energy. So we were focused in 3 different products. In this case, we are talking about a new product that is one of the most growing product in our industry, is a blast chiller, blast freezer, but that we call multifunction device, and is our submarine that you see here on my right. And it's actually a blast chiller, blast freezer that can work from plus 85 degrees to minus 40 and can, in this range of temperature, cook, chill, proof, reheat, rethermalize, defrost. And the most important thing is that you can combine all this functionality in totally automatic way without touching the machine and just let it work. So this means that I can load a full load of, for example, chicken, and automatically it will cook it at low temperature. It will chill it at +3, and eventually, if I want, I can also reheat it or keep it hot, ready to be served. Then we implement a combi station that is a working table that is for 50% hot and 50% cold, is E-class, so once again with the benefit on reduction of the energy consumption. And we finish our concept with a speed oven that we call OX, that actually is a speed oven that can combine 3 different technologies: microwave, impingement, and convection. And these 3 technologies allow us to reheat or finish the product that we already slow cook it in the blast chiller in just few seconds. Just to give you an idea, for a burger, it will take 1 minute from frozen to be finished and served, the meat, or a chicken breast. And all this concept was thinked in order to reduce food waste, to go in front of the problem of finding the right stuff, to reduce the time of serving the people, to reduce the space, and of course the energy consumption, stress, and all these items can work together in less than 7 kilowatt, in less than 1.5 meters, without extraction hood. So it's a concept that can really fit any, I would say, any business. And the aim was to increase the profitability of the business, but at the same time, I was saying to help the people that is working inside the kitchen. So thanks to this, it's not only saving some problem, but allow also to increase the menu offer, the shelf life of the product, allow you to understand which are the fixed costs that you can have in your production, and increase drastically the organization in the kitchen. All these can, of course, now we are in the technology period of the application. Every machine, everything happen inside these 3 units can be monitoring and adapted thanks to what we call a virtual assistant, Sushi, that allow us to receive, for example, on your phone, anytime there is an alarm, a notification, the ASAP report every day. There is an intelligent recognition of what you are blast chilling, blast freezing, or what you are storing, and anytime the application is always inform you is some of the product that you have cooked are expiring. So this allow the chef or the owner to have everything always under control and is totally free of charge. So this was a short presentation regarding Free Linux. Then I will be in front of here in case you had any more question. Thank you.
Alberto, thank you very much.
Hello. Hello, everybody. My name is Ilyas Majdalani, and I'm the Hobart Regional Manager responsible for our business here in the Middle East. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with the Hobart brand, but Hobart is the global leader in commercial warewashing technology, which includes, of course, dishwashing as well. We recently celebrated 125 years of anniversary, so we've been in this business for quite a long time. Today I'd like to talk about one of our products that is related to restaurants and how we can deal with solutions related to limited space and labor shortages and these sorts of things. When we come with some new technology or new innovation, first we go to the market, we talk with customers, with end users. We want to understand what are their pain points, what are their challenges, the issues that they're facing in their kitchens. And for those of you who are working in the restaurant industry, these images may look familiar to you. Quite oftentimes, due to limited space in the scullery or the dishwashing area, during peak times of operation, the dishes start to pile up in the dishwashing area. The operator cannot cope with the capacity, and this usually happens when there's limited space for the dishwashing and we aren't able to handle the capacity properly. So the solution from Hobart is what we call our two-level washer. So the two-level washer is exactly how it sounds. It's a machine with 2 levels, which allows us to wash simultaneously on 2 levels, the upper level and the lower level. And here you can see, let's say, the kind of flexibility that we have with this machine. We can see images where we're washing plates on the upper level. We have pots and pans on the lower level, coffee cups, cutlery. We have GN containers as well that can fit into the lower level. So the biggest benefits of this machine is that it's allowing us to double our capacity without the requirement of any additional space. So this machine, the two-level washer, the physical dimensions are identical to a conventional hood-type machine, so it doesn't require any more space in your kitchen. So for space savings, this is really a good solution. It's giving the operator a lot of flexibility in terms of what they can wash, because they can wash, for example, the plates on the upper level, coffee cups on the lower, or GN containers. What's also very important to point out is that we have separate programs for the upper level and the lower level. This means that if you're washing, for example, plates in the upper level, you can set a 60-second short cycle or a 90-second standard cycle. And then in the lower level, if you're washing some utensils or something that is more heavily soiled, you can set a separate program for the lower level. And in the case of doing a utensil program, we might be running then 270-second program on the lower level with 90 seconds on the upper level. So we are customizing the cycle times and the programs depending on what's being washed. So if you are a restaurant owner, you're having limited space, you need a machine that is maybe bigger than a hood-type dishwasher, but you don't have the space perhaps for a rack-type conveyor dishwasher, this can really be an excellent solution for you.
One second. אנחנו נתחיל להציע גם את המדיח הזה בסחירות, דרך הפעילות שלנו בחברת נוניו-טנק, ופה, כמו שאמר אלייס, זה פותר לנו גם בעיה של מדיח לכוסות ומדיח לצלחות, יהיה אפשר להשתמש במדיח אחד, ואנחנו נציע אותו החל מהשבוע בסחירות דרך חברת נוניו-טנק. I just told about that we will start to rent it.
Yeah, so machine is available for rent, for purchase. If you would like to see one in person, this machine is being stocked by a local authorized distributor and very important partner of ours called Kiroskai. Some of you may be familiar with them. Some of you may have seen the names around here this afternoon. And they would be certainly happy to support you with this product if it's something that you're interested in. And also I will be out here in the main showroom area if there are any questions or if I can give some more information about the product. And we have, just to close, a short promotional video. I know some of my colleagues up here who are presenting cooking products might have products that seem a little bit more sexy. You know, if you talk to a chef, they're always interested in the cooking part of it. But honestly, the dishwasher is the heart of the kitchen, and without clean dishes, you can't run a successful restaurant. Just a closing remark, I would like to point out that this is a unique product, only available from Hobart. We have the patent on it. There is no other manufacturer in the world with an equivalent product. So, thank you for your attention.
תודה. Thank you very much.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I apologize for not stand up, but the lovely food that they gave this morning allow me to sit down, so please do not forgive me to not stand up. Let's see how this works. Okay, I am the managing director of Taylor Company, covering the Middle East, Africa, and Europe, EMEA market. Here you have an image of our factory and how it used to be the factory on exactly 90 plus years ago, so almost 100 years of history of Taylor. Taylor is started to manufacture the first batch ice cream on 1926, then move into the soft serve. We are famous in the world to manufacture soft serve ice cream, but in the meantime also we manufacture batch freezers, slush machine, frozen carbonated machine. We manufacture also clamshell grills. The important history of Taylor represents years of developing a network of distributors almost in 160 countries around the world. And in the meantime also, we have a network of distributors and service providing and giving the assistance to all the equipment around the world. Today, we have been requested to describe the latest innovation in Taylor. I would like to start with the most important innovation we have done in the grill sections. As you may see, we manufacture 1, 2, and 3 platens, but the innovation in this time is that we develop a new system, which means that the lower platen is going to move around, move up and down instead of the upper platen. So the lower platen is what is going to cook exactly. So what we have done in this case, in a normal grill, is to provide 5 motors to the lower platen, and this platen is going to up and down with a precise compression. It's a new innovation because all the others, they have a fixed lower platen, and the upper platen is moving up and down. In this case, oops, sorry, this is the phone, one moment. Oops. Sorry. In this case, we have changed completely the system to cook. So the upper platen is going to go lower, and the lower platen is going to adjust automatically the compression. This compression can cook up to 5 centimeters of meat in this case. So we are starting from a minimum up to 5 centimeters of size, which is a great opportunity for steaks, steakhouse, etc. This grill comes from a family that we have developed years ago, where been introduced into the major fast food chains in the world, like McDonald's, Wendy's, etc. So many of these customers are using our grills. And what has the new in these grills also is the 3 separate cooking zones. So you don't have one only platen cooking for 2 or 3 platen, but you have 3 different lower zones, so that there is no cook transmissions and flavor transmissions between the 2 within the sections in the grill. So this is quite important, because if you want to cook fish, meat, etc., you can do it. Also, the other thing is that you have different temperature and calibration in the 3 platens. So means that you can decide to cook whatever you want in 3 different zones or 2 different zones. So this is quite a new innovation for us, and represent really a revolution of what is concerned the cooking system. Also, it's important to mention how fast is this grill. It's 50% more faster than any other grill. So you can cook, for example, 3, 6, 9 patties in less than minutes and a half, which is very, very fast. So this is something brand new. Then we are going to introduce, not yet, but in this market soon as possible. I think between the second quarter of this year will arrive in this market. So it's quite something new and interesting to consider. We don't have in the exhibition here, but whenever you request to the kiosk guy here, we are going to be pleased to send you all the brochures. The other thing is that in this country is very famous, is very known as a slush. Our customers in this market are the Aroma, Rebar, 7-Eleven, etc. So we have done in this concept a new revolution by reduce the footprint dimension in order to be able to introduce this equipment in a very small location. In the meantime also, we have designed new ergonomic handles in order to be easy to provide the slush. The flow valves means that you don't have any more consistency and clog in the valves, so that you have continuous flow in this kind of equipment. Also, independent defrost barrels. So if you have 2 barrels in this slush machine, they're independently defrost, which is quite important. The dry bitter motor means then before you used to have a belt driving the bitter into the freezing cylinder. Now is the direct motor which gives and drive directly the bitter. And it's very easy, intuitive operation. So this is something quite interesting. You may see in the middle the Zambuzi, which is another innovation. We have designed a machine to make frozen beer, which is quite new. We have done a design with Heineken beer, and we have developed this Zambuzi machine, which provide a frozen beer, something new, which doesn't exist. Usually you drink a beer from a faucet, but in this case you have a sort of snow beer, which is quite interesting as a new product. So they know in this country they have this equipment, and just for your information, we have done also this new innovation. For what is concerned the soft serve, which we are very famous on this, nothing to discover, but we have to just adjust, innovate what we have already in the market. In this case, in particular, we have a new touch screen interface. You can move the direction to the machines, what you want to do, to wash, to provide the product, etc. The hot gas defrost also is important because we change type of gas due to the new regulations. In the meantime, also we change type of compressor. No more Aspera, Necchi, but a new scroll compressor, which is quite more efficient. The microchannel evaporator is a new design of evaporator in this machine. We have also introduced a mix low, out, and high. Means that many customers fill the hopper of the ice cream machine too much. That create problem in providing the ice cream, so that it's going to block the machine. So we design a different kind of mix low level and out and right. The agitator is something which is moving the liquid into the hopper of the ice cream machine, and we have designed a new design in order to make more efficient also this. Independent heat treatment means that this machine has an automatic pasteurization cycle, means that you do not need to clean the machine in the night. So you just push a button and the machine is going to put 120 degrees, then down to -4 degrees. That's this hour-and-a-half process is going to kill all the bacteria. Before, the system was the 2-cylinder, now independent, so you can work with 1 cylinder or the other. So this is the new things that we have in soft serve. Basically, for your information, we manufacture more than 150 different lines of soft serve machines that are very famous around the world. My first trip in Israel was in 1989, 88, and we introduced the first soft ice cream machine in this country. And it's one of the countries which I like very much to travel, and we are quite famous. in this moment, we have, unfortunately, a problem of delivery, or the lead time. We have certain components that come from our supply chain that comes from the Far East. And these, unfortunately, like thermocouples, power board, etc., are provided, give us in the long delay. So now, unfortunately, we have a big backlog of units, and in the meantime, we have quite long the lead time. But we are working to find a new kind of provider in supply chain in order to avoid this situation. So I think this is all for now.
Yes. Giovanni, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yes. Please.
Thank you, Jan.
תודה.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be very short. My name is Raimondo, coming from Italy, from Mareno. And I stand your challenge, my dear friend Elias. And, oh, they've changed. Okay. Sorry. I was thinking about something other, so I'm sorry. I need to show some sexy... So, just a few words. I think as a manufacturer, we have an obligation to the market, to the industry, to try to provide some solution to what is two of the big challenge of this time for the industry. So, labor shortages and reduced space in kitchen. It's very difficult to find labor, to keep it, to instruct them, and we need machine that helps the operator to be to fulfill what he's doing, his job. So machine that helps you, that talks to you, that informs you about the state of the cooking process and helps you to keep the kitchen clean and easy to maintain. And space, we need flexibility, modularity. We need to take advantage of to make the most of the available space in kitchen. That's why in Mareno we are introducing something that is very unusual in horizontal standard cooking. So technology like Wi-Fi connection and touch screen softwares. Something that is usual features in combi oven or more sophisticated appliances. We are introducing them in the horizontal kitchen. So from pasta cooker to iFry to fryers to plancha 2-in-1, we are trying to offer equipment very smart, so easy to operate, easy to clean, easy to maintain, easy to install. So we are trying to help the owner and the executive chef to reduce the brigade and to have the same result with less people. On the other hand, the modularity, you can find in Mareno one of the widest and complete range of modularity. It's an added value of our offer because without any suffering from capacity or power, we can design and install a kitchen for every space. So even if your space back in the office is very small, is very reduced, we have the flexibility of the modularity and the flexibility of 2-in-1 equipment, and we can offer a flexible but powerful and reliable kitchen as well. And of course, as he pointed out, they are also well designed and nice looking. So if you're looking for something to show in your Alla Vista restaurant or your open kitchen, Mareno is the name. And you can have a first-hand experience in Kirosky's booth. and I will be mostly welcome to answer to all your questions. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, all of our partners, and we like to be with you here in Israel. ותודה רבה לכולם.